What are your top 5 films?
Okay. Spinal Tap, Live for Brian, which is actually a lie because I prefer the other two, but I'm still going to stay Live for Brian. It would have to be something horror. Carnival of Souls. Yeah.
You made me watch that once.
Yeah. The reason I mentioned that because it was in the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
What, the Carnival of Souls?
Yeah, they were watching it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is very cool, yeah. It shows the people writing it know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is really good, the new one. It starts off and you think, well, it's just Buffy, isn't it? Only she's called Sabrina and apparently that was the comic originally or something on it. But it gets more and more black humour, and you have to watch the first 2 episodes are like a pilot, I think. So you have to. It goes in ways you don't expect, and it's very, very funny and very good.
So you're watching that on there. Did you watch The Haunting on Hill House or whatever it is?
I've still not seen it. No, I didn't see it.
I'm too scared.
Is that a joke or is that?
No, so honestly,
is it scary?
They showed a couple of scenes on Gogglebox.
Really?
And Sarah was on nights the day after.
Yeah.
And I was in the house on my own, and I was properly unsettled by it.
Just the clips. Okay.
But here's the thing, right?
In this day and age, I mean, bloody hell.
The thing is, my niece has watched it all, and she says, "Oh no, it's not bad. It's not bad." So they've obviously clipped the worst bits.
It was obviously a perfect storm of timing.
Yeah, just sort of thing. But oh god, the bit where the ghost comes into the room and it's floating, its feet are just floating like that, but it's got a walking stick. So it's just floating, and the kid's hiding under the bed, and you can see him sort of.
The kid hiding is frightening.
I tell you what, my blood pressure was going.
So does that mean you want to watch it, or does that mean you don't want to watch it?
I'm never going to watch it.
Goodness me.
I remember when Vinny came once, and he said he wanted to get a scary film, and he got The Haunting, which is about this family that were haunted by a ghost.
Yeah.
Flipping heck, I could not sleep on the night. I was properly.
Well, the original Haunting is fantastic. Yeah, it's frightening. Yeah.
Sorry,
not the remake.
Not The Haunting, The Haunted.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's The Haunted. It was sort of a family gets basically harassed by this ghost, and even when they leave the house and they're camping out, it even comes and gets them then when they're camping out, so they couldn't escape it, and it was properly after them, sort of thing. Yeah. And it was based on a real story, sort of thing, and I was like, nah.
Except for all the things that happen in the film, it's based on a real story.
It's sort of like I couldn't cope with the idea that this ghost thing was harassing them.
There is a current. I mean, I do. I mean, obviously, it's in the house thing is a scary thing, and
that's your shelter, isn't it?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Your safety.
I mean, Paranormal Activity, the first one, I thought was really, really good.
Yeah,
because he kept doing it. Why do you keep doing it? Stop! Just leave the house. No, I'm gonna have a look in the loft now. But I think that has actually become a terrible cliche now. And there's been some. The last 2 years is there's someone in the house. There's someone hiding in the walls. Something boring.
Let's get the Ouija board out. Let's provoke it.
Well, if it happened in real life,
you would not get a Ouija board out, would you?
Well, it's not real. So if it happened in real life, you'd be thinking, this is interesting. But you wouldn't get a Ouija board out, because if you really thought it was a real ghost, you'd run a fucking mile, wouldn't you? But you would never really think it was a real ghost. So,
I need a Catholic priest. I have money.
Yeah, there's this being chained to the bed upstairs, just thrown up on me. Let's go and get a Catholic priest. It's fine. What could go wrong?
I never found that frightening. What was it?
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. Actually, I watched it very late in my life, so maybe that's something to do with it.
Maybe. It's not frightening. It's disturbing. In my head, it's the sparseness, and there's the real pale images of a 70s-ness,
right?
And it is really harsh. It's because it was kind of real. They were really on edge, and they put them in a fridge. Made the actors suffer.
Well, Mark Kermode, that's his favourite film, isn't it?
Yeah,
and he knows films. Well, I just don't see it.
You don't see it at all.
I see it as a scary film, you know.
That is the Mark Kermode thing, though, isn't it? Everyone generally agrees with him, except he's too big on The Exorcist. He says it's the best film ever made.
Yeah, very strange. How far through your list did we get? 3, wasn't it?
I think we got to 3. It's very difficult. Probably Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Something by Kubrick, but I don't know whether I could choose.
I could on that one.
I mean, Clockwork Orange is amazing. 2001. Yeah, 2001. It's not like something I watch often, but you wouldn't, would you? 2001. It's an experience, isn't it? You know. So yeah, 2001. Watchmen. There you go. That's controversial. I really like Watchmen.
Snuck in at number 5.
Yeah, and everyone hates it. But
I like Watchmen. I think it's a really good film. Well, as good as that film could be, considering the director and the source material.
Well, the director's rubbish. I don't understand why it was good.
It's just a case of the source material being
and they just filmed.
Strong.
As far as I know, they just filmed the comic.
Yeah.
So that's it should have been a TV series, which I think they're making.
Are they?
Yeah, not of the same story, but like of the earlier on or something. Or,
I think Terry Gilliam wanted to do it like that, didn't he?
Yeah, and he abandoned it. He said it can't be done. Yeah, but he's just done not electric. Don Quixote.
Oh yeah,
he's just done that. Has that actually come out?
Not yet, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, it might be good. Terry Gilliam's normally good. Good director.
You know, Dan Aykroyd is talking about a Ghostbusters 3 script again. He's still going. He's still talking about it. With the original cast coming back, except for one of them, obviously.
That's very difficult, isn't it, without Harold Ramis?
Yeah, I mean, I would have always said, yes, do it, I don't care, it's not going to be very good, but it doesn't matter. But now, without Harold Ramis, no. Forget it.
Such a big part.
And obviously the remake, I don't think it was terrible.
The girl one?
It was just...
I did.
It was, you know... it was...
The thing about the remake was it had a really strong cast, yeah. Those actresses...
That's true.
Are funny and they're really, really good.
And it was all fart jokes. And
it was like,
really, really broad.
Yeah.
And actually, Ghostbusters is subtle humour in a sense. It is, you know, it is sarcasm and.
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Yeah. And this is, I thought they were ad libs, but they're not. It is script. Ghostbusters is scripted. It's just so good. You think it's ad libbed? It's
another one of those things as well that sort of fell into place because Bill Murray wasn't in it originally. It was going to be what's his face, John.
Yeah, John Belushi.
John Belushi, and John Candy was supposed to be in it.
Yeah, and I don't know whether I believe this, but supposedly Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I think.
And then they wrote him out, and that's why you've got token black guy. Yeah. It looks really strange. Why they got token? It's because it was Eddie Murphy, and they had to write him down because no one knew who this guy was.
But I mean, he's a perfect character, isn't he? He's sort of a very straight.
He's actually
non-scientist, and it sort of it brings it all together. So it was very lucky the way that came together.
Yeah, it's kind of underwritten and comes out. That really works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go get a Ray.
Go get a Ray. My favourite films. Mine's really sci-fi heavy. So Alien is the best film ever made. Blade Runner, because the story is the best story ever. And the universe is just awesome. Even the sequel that came out last year, I watched that quite recently.
It
was good.
It was good.
I mean, it's good. I mean,
what happened there? Why is it good?
It's sort of. I mean, the story behind with Rachel is a little bit crazy, but actually, no, it's good. What else? 2001. You're absolutely right there.
Yeah.
Although Stanley Kubrick has got to be the best director there's ever been.
There's The Shining as well.
The Shining. Full Metal Jacket. I watched Full Metal Jacket the other day with Sarah.
Yeah.
Awesome film. And How I Learned to Love the Bomb.
Yeah. Doctor.
What's his face? Peter Sellers.
Yeah, Dr. Peter Sellers, that's all. Yeah. Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove, that's it. Great director. So yeah, I'm quite heavy with sci-fi there. But on the comedy side, you've got The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
That is sort of like it's genre defining almost. It is great film, and one that you find on the telly at like 2:00 in the afternoon during the week.
Oh yeah.
It's not really. I don't. For some reason, it's not
Really
considered as this brilliant classic. Like, and then it gets a bit difficult after that. I mean, The Goonies.
The Goonies is so good.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't think. I think that not everyone agrees with that. Some people think it's aged badly. But we're exactly the right age, and
I think it ages badly when they put the octopus scene in because it looks terrible. Have you ever seen the octopus scene?
Yeah, but that's not in it though, is it? That's that was taken out, wasn't it? It's not in the film really. It's outtake, isn't it?
They haven't done a version with it in. Okay.
And it's at the end when what's his name? I can't remember his name.
The octopus was very scary.
Yeah, and there was no. What?
And they left that in.
But that worked because it was like he's just making stuff up.
Yeah. So yeah, there's 5 films. What's your favourite 5 films? Top 5 films.
Top 5 films.
I've got no music ones in there.
I didn't mention Lord of the Rings.
I didn't put bloody Empire Strikes Back.
I did think about that.
Oh, Jesus
Star
Christ.
Wars is a kid's film. So
but it's so much quotable dialogue.
Well, certainly is. Not necessarily. Well, actually, no, Empire. Yes, it is all good dialogue. Actually, isn't it? There isn't any bad dialogue in Empire.
Shit. I can't bump anything. I've got 3 sci-fi films in there. I've got no horror film. I mean, The Shining would be my top horror film, but I can't get it in that top 5 unless I bump The Goonies, I suppose. But I mean,
very difficult.
Life-defining The Goonies was.
Yeah, and The Explorers as well.
Yeah, the Explorers, flipping it.
Well, we were exactly the right age. We're probably seeing it a little bit late, I would assume, but we were exactly the right age, and that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
another one that should really be up there is Jaws. Probably. I mean, Jaws is such a good film.
Yeah, it's not just not just a horror film. It's just a really well made film. It was one of those things where it was an accident. It wasn't that Steven Spielberg had his vision. It all went wrong. And
it's
stuff
because
happened.
he couldn't fulfill his vision.
Yeah,
You ended up with the barrels and stuff like that, which just turned out to be the best thing ever.
And lots of footage of them doing talking, the bit when they're getting drunk and all that, and the character building wasn't meant to be there. It's really good. And then he just falls in a shark.
Okay, we never have to review any films ever now.
It's difficult. I mean, there's horror films, but I can't choose. I can't choose Nightmare on Elm Street. It's aged really badly. Well, actually, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of those films where it's the concept, and it is that's the best time it was done. But it's the concept that's good, not the actual execution. And particularly Wes Craven's New Nightmare is obviously a fantastic concept, but the execution is incredibly meh.
Yeah,
I mean, the third one is where they really picked up on. It's about set pieces. It's about nightmares. And you can do anything you like with that, and that's amazing, But seriously, diminishing returns. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, they didn't have a script because it was all going wrong, so they just carried on filming without a script. Shows,
Well, that's what happened with the Cowboy Pirates of the Caribbean. What was that? Hi Ho Silver.
The Cowboy Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I Ho Silver. The last.
That memorable. It's not the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, yeah, Lone Ranger.
Yeah. They didn't have a script, and they started filming, and you assumed he was going to just pull it all together.
He just do his thing,
and the cost just went like
He's
that.
famous. It'll be a good film.
And it was actually a pretty average film. It was all right.
I thought it was just really. The tone of the film was wrong. It was just really. It should have been really silly, and there was sort of silliness interspersed with violence and horrible.
Films that I haven't put in there, which I normally would put in there.
Oh, The Shawshank Redemption.
I mean, it's all right.
It is a good film. Yeah, that's the thing. It's epic in its middle of the roadness.
Apocalypse Now. Now, Apocalypse Now was in my top 5 films for many, many years, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, there's a reason for that, isn't there?
It might be due. It might be due for a rewatch. But the Heart of Darkness thing, the Mythiopia, Marlon Brando, it's just, it is a great film. It's sort of, I mean, it almost defines the Vietnam War. Redefines the Vietnam War.
Well, for us it does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what it did. That's people mention the Vietnam War. Well, that's what happened. It was Apocalypse Now.
Saigon, hell, Saigon.
Well, down there you got The Odd Couple, The Shining, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
There's so many great films.
Most of them with Jack Nicholson in as well.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson's
the definitive Joker. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I think he's the best movie actor there's ever been. He's the number one.
Yeah, he is.
Basically.
Yeah. What was it I was watching? I can't remember. There was something I was watching and I thought, there he is again.
Yeah. A Few Good Men. He's in it for 15 minutes.
I really like About Schmidt. I thought it was a fantastic film. That was really funny.
Phone Calls and Footlocker. I wish I could do a Jack Nicholson impression.
Oh yeah, and I keep seeing As Good as It Gets in your DVD collection and saying that's good, and I'm thinking of About Schmidt. I don't remember Good as It Gets.
I like As Good as It Gets. It's a good film.
Inception. Oh, it was so amazing. Oh my god, it's so confusing and complicated. It's quite good.
It's all right. It's Doctor Strange, but very long. Wonderful Life.
Yeah. I wouldn't make it. It's not the best film ever made, is it? It's Wonderful Life, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it is.
It's Christmas, you watch a man who's going to commit suicide. Cheerful.
But it's great. I mean, we went to watch it at Electric Cinema last year. Wonderful Life, and it is you want to get into the Christmas spirit? Put A Wonderful Life on, or A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Merry Christmas. Let's commit suicide.
Yeah, but I mean, Christmas Carol's the same thing, isn't it? I mean, Scrooge is a bastard.
That's true. Yeah.
For large swathes of it.
Yeah. It is strange that the definitive one is the Muppet one.
Yeah,
there isn't a better one, actually. You've got the black and white one, you've got the colour one, you've got Scrooged, which is nowhere near as good as you think it is.
I don't know, I think it's pretty good.
I remember buying that on video at Christmas and then realising I couldn't watch it the rest of the year. That is the period of Bill Murray where he's very, very famous and he hasn't discovered... what's the film? Not the one I like, the one before that. The one that people realise just he's like the best, one of the best actors ever.
Groundhog Day.
No, after that.
Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation, yeah.
Yeah, good film.
Yeah. And I really like Steve Zissou.
Steve Zissou.
What's it called? Life Aquatic. Yeah, that's fantastic as well.
Yeah, he's quite a good director, isn't he? Who would have thought we'd had so much to say about films?
Well, we've got all films to talk about. Which film would you talk about? This one.
I mean, have you got any really disappointing films? Star Wars.
Oh, episode
1
1
to 3
is the
is not allowed. Not allowed.
Well, 2 and 3 was just confusion in that we went back hoping, oh well, this time it'll be okay, and there was almost a delusion afterwards. No, it wasn't. Was it that bad? No, I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't bad as Phantom Menace. They were worse than the Phantom Menace. That's the truth. Phantom Menace had a cool fight at the end, at least. I have the high ground, Anakin.
Game over.
No. And everyone in the audience laughed. That's the denouement of the trilogy. It was so bad. What the hell? But yeah, I mean, the third Cornetto movie, World's End.
Yeah, that was disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I kind of knew, and I think they made it too late, and I think they knew that, and that's what the film was about. They actually made the film too late, so that's what they made the film about. It's all right, it's a good film, but it doesn't. You don't put that in the trilogy of the three of them.
Well, I thought the problem with it was Simon Pegg had taken on the Nick Frost character, in the sense that he was super confident and unjustifiably so.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nick Frost was the straight guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been better the other way around, I think.
Because they saw themselves as actors by that point.
Well, Simon Pegg does.
Yeah,
I think Simon Pegg's got a bit...
He did Mission Impossible, didn't he? So that's why he said movie star. And he said to the Daily Mirror, I'm not going to... It's not... I'm not going to go to Hollywood and become a massive star. It's not like I'd do Mission Impossible 3. And then he got a phone call saying, do you want to do Mission Impossible 3? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we could have been... I mean, it did cross my mind, Shaun of the Dead in that list. But Spaced is better than Shaun of the Dead. So you wouldn't put Shaun of the Dead in because...
The great thing about Shaun of the Dead with me, I mean, it was a good film, but it introduced people to Spaced that hadn't seen it.
Yes.
And suddenly there's something there that people should watch, you know.
Spaced is amazing.
It is a really good series. I've got The Third Man there as well. And The Third Man
Man's great, yeah. But I mean, that's in the same category as Citizen Kane in that, yes, it's very good, but it's so influential, it kind of can't be the best film ever made because it's, you know, it's the Jimmy Page guitar playing effect. It can't be the best guitarist in the world because everyone sounds like him.
I went through a period of going through the film noir, trying to find the... You remember we watched...
Rafifi.
Rafifi,
That's
yeah.
a good film, yeah.
Watched that a few times. Maybe I should get back into it. So little time. You know, I end up...
Wow. I remember we watched Three Colours Blue.
Yeah, I've got the trilogy. I've got the trilogy.
Bleu. This is Chocolat Bleu. I actually can't remember it. I'd rather watch Amelie, to be honest.
Amelie, yeah, that's a very good film. Yeah, so when I'm watching MasterChef or First Dates...
I liked MasterChef when it was about food. It isn't about food anymore. It's about the people and the fake soap opera story stuff that I hate. That's why I don't watch it.
Well, Sarah really likes it.
Well, she'll like the people element, won't she? Because she likes people.
Well, I think she likes the food element.
There isn't a lot of food in it anymore, is it? It's not like the good old days of Lloyd Grossman when it was about food.
Yeah. That's a completely different thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. The people were just random people and they didn't create characters and invent a backstory and all that nonsense. Reality TV.
Yeah. It's too much cooking on the telly, but we do watch a lot of shit on telly. But Sarah really likes it. Maybe I should do a deal where, okay, we'll watch your crap.
But you've got to watch Doctor Who.